We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on. Shoot.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight end left. Alone. Three out. Three. Mike 4. It's a party now. Alpha. Mike 4.
Throwing, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing is Mariota. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Yeah, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike spot 4.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So they'll walk them back half the distance. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. Hey. 4 down.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he finds his man, that's Butler. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A first down carry for Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
On second and 12, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Mariota on first down. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once it...
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. 81 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Mike Ford. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. One. Mike Ford. One. Mike Ford.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. A little juke. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Right side complete to Butler. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
52's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And finding throwing. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First target, first catch, and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Mariota now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Middle of the field, he's got Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Mariota hands to Henry. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
4th down, Mariota. He's got his man, it's Butler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
On 1st down, Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, God plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Open man, Butler complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike, 4. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here's Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mariota
again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Rivers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Mark 55, Mark 55. I'm scared. Run 80. Mark 55.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Check ring 90. Hey, Brown 80. Watch 54. Come on. You better bring it. Jim. Run 80.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Switch up, switch up. Slam. Left.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Set 180. Set 180. I got it. Hey, keep it skinny. Set 24.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing, Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. 390. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Good completion there from Phillip Rivers, who has been really good against Tennessee in his career. This is the 9th time that he has faced the Titans as a starter, and so far he's 7-1 against them.
Set. 190. Drop deep, drop deep.
On first down, Gordon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, Delta! Wait, 85!
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
I got one. Mike 4. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now Mariota going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the ship.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now Benjamin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
We got 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Titans on the loosey.
From From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. To throw Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Three down, three down.
Mariota now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another pass. Attempt another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Darquan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 7.
Throwing is Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go again.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Move. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
Second down and goal. Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hakeem Butler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Black 11! Red Delta! Easy, easy.
Play action now. Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Rivers on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers, that's going to be caught. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hey, 79! 79!
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Where we go? Sponge!
Rivers now fighting him off. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They can't stop me out here.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his second touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's a gain of 11.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
We own them.
Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mike, score, then. It's our time. One. Mike four. Bring it.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike four. You don't want none of that. Mike 7, let's go. Mike 4, all day. Mike 4.
Mariota. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
34, eyes on 34. Man left, man left.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Wait.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.